Welcome back to Theme Park Spark. Today I'm at Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And today we're going to talk about park hopping. Do you need a park hopper? It depends. We're going to break down the rules and the it depends factor so you know if park hopping is right for your vacation. Now, the first thing we need to address is the Disney World theme park time tax. If you're used to the Florida parks, you probably know that it takes a bus, a boat, or a monorail to get from one park to another. Here I'm leaving California Adventure behind me. In real time, I'm going to show you how quick it is for me to get over to Disneyland. You'll see that in less time than it takes to wait for a bus at Disney World, I will already be at Disneyland. California Adventure actually used to be the original parking lot for Disneyland. That's why they're so close. They're just across what we like to call the Esplanade. And just like that, we're already here at Disneyland.
So we're gonna retake that one. And your roll call.
Disneyland!
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
Okay, that's all. Now, before June 9th, 2026, park hopping doesn't start until 11 a.m. That means whatever your reservation is for, Disneyland or Disney California Adventure, that's the only park you can go to before 11, and you can hop after that. But starting on June 9th, that restriction is completely lifted, and at 8 a.m. when the park's open, you can go to either park. Even if your reservation is at California Adventure, and say you decide, I don't want to rope drop Radiator Springs Racers, I want to rope drop Millennium Falcon. I want to rope drop Pirates of the Caribbean or Space Mountain or Peter Pan's Flight. You can. You can just spontaneously decide which park you want to go to and go back and forth freely throughout the day. You don't even have to scan into the park you reserved. Now let's talk about time. How long are you going to be here? If you only have one day and you want to see Galaxy's Edge and Avengers Campus in the same day, you're going to need a park hopper. Or say you want to see Soarin' and you want to go on Space Mountain in the same day, you're going to need a park hopper. But if you have multiple days, like say you have a 3-day ticket, you could go to Disneyland the first day, California Adventure the next day, and Disneyland third day. In fact, I'd recommend doing it in that order. That way you'd save a little money that you could use for something like character dining at Goofy's Kitchen. Or maybe a souvenir you've been wanting, like a lightsaber. But if you're like me and you want to go on Radiator Springs Racers and see fireworks at the castle, you gotta have a park hopper. It's the ultimate perk. I feel like the hopper is also a good escape hatch. Parents, hear me out. If one park feels too crowded or your little ones are getting overwhelmed and you need a quiet place to rest, say you're at Disneyland and Toontown is too overstimulated, you could come over to California Adventure and go to Animation Academy or Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. Or say you're at California Adventure and there's a food and wine festival going on and it's super crowded, you could go over to Disneyland and go to Tom Sawyer Island. But the real math hack depends on the calendar. If California Adventure is closing early for an after-hours party like Oogie Boogie Bash, you're going to be kicked out of the park at 6 o'clock. If you have a hopper ticket, you can hop over to Disneyland and have another 4 to 6 hours of magic. Shh, don't tell anyone, but on Oogie Boogie nights, California Adventure tends to be less crowded because no one wants to buy a one-day park ticket to a park that's closing early. If you have Park Hopper, you can enjoy shorter wait times and then hop over to Disneyland to watch the fireworks. Now for the math of park hopping, let's look at actual ticket prices that are live right now on the Disneyland website. But stay tuned because I'm also going to show you a way to save even more. So this is the Disneyland website, Disneyland theme park tickets, and we are going to select tickets for 2 adults and 2 kids. Right now, Disney actually has a pretty amazing kids ticket offer for the summer. This is summer 2026. It's only $50 for kids from ages 3 to 9. Under 3 doesn't need a ticket. From ages 3 to 9, only $50, and that includes park hopping, which is a great deal. So you don't even have to decide on this one if you're going to get park hopping or not. It's included. So first, let's start with a 1-day ticket and we'll compare what it would be with and without park hopping. And I know it's included for the kids, but it's not included for the adults. So we're going to start with 1 park per day. And it's going to ask if you're sure because the kids would be able to park hop. Obviously, they can't without an adult. Let's just not do park hopping right now. This is 1 park per day, a 1-day ticket. Say you only want to go to Disneyland or you only want to go to California Adventure. You're only there 1 day. And let's see what our price is. Okay, we're going to pick a day. And as you can see, there are different prices depending on the day when you do a 1-day ticket. So anywhere from 104, that's the absolute cheapest, to, let's go to a more expensive day. July, closer to the 4th of July, we have 184, 199. Let's do the 6th. Okay, so we're going to do a Monday. This is the 6th. It's $149. I'm going to choose that day. And for a 1-day ticket for 2 people over 10 and 2 kids that qualify for the kids ticket, we're looking at just under $400. That's $398. Okay, for a 1-day ticket. Now, let's go back and let's add park hopping to it. We're going to do the same thing, except we don't want the 1 park per day ticket. We want the park hopper. Now, in this case, it's actually a really good deal because it's included for the kids ticket. But as you can see, for the adult ticket, it is $70 to $90 more per ticket. That's a lot, right? Okay, let's continue. Let's go with the exact same date. We're going to go to July. We're going to go to the 6th. It's now $219. So now, instead of $398, we're paying $538 for 1 day. I'm going to also compare a 3-day ticket to show you the price difference on that. And with a multi-day ticket, I would probably recommend not getting a hopper if you're trying to save money. Let's do a 3-day ticket. 2 adults, 2 kids, 1 park per day. Continue. At Disneyland, we're going to go in July. We're going to say we're going to go in July, and we're going to start our trip on the 6th. Let's say we flew in on 4th of July weekend, and we're going to start our trip on the 6th. And we want to go the 6th, 7th, maybe we'll give ourselves a rest day, and we'll go on the 9th. Okay, so there's that. Let's go Disneyland, Disney California Adventure. Disneyland, you can see this is $1,150 for a 1 park per day, 3-day ticket for 2 adults and 2 children. That's your total. Okay, now let's see how much it would be if we do the park hopper. We are going to do the same thing, but this time we want to add the park hopper. You can see for this 3-day ticket, it's $110 extra per adult. Currently for the summer, the hopper is included for children. So now our total jumps up to $1,370. So it's a couple $100 more. I'm going to show you another website that's going to save you some money, whichever option you choose. This is Getaway Today. As you can see, I am an affiliate of Getaway Today, Theme Park Spark guest. We are logged in. I have put my link for Getaway Today, my affiliate link, in the description box. I will also put it in a pinned comment so that you can use that to save money, whether you buy the tickets for with or without the hopper. And you can see they also have hotels, tickets, cruises, but we're going to look at ticket only. And our arrival date, we're going to do the 6th, same day, for 4 guests. We're going to look at the exact same thing. And we are going to try the 1 park per day Kids Summer ticket offer. It can be as low as $48. Now on the Disneyland website, it's $50. So you save $2 per kids ticket just booking it through Getaway Today. And let's see how much it would cost for a multi-day ticket. Let's do a 1 park per day ticket. And we want to do a 3-day, 1 park per day Disneyland ticket. So we're going to do 2 adults, 2 kids. This would be $1,082 at the Getaway Today website. It was $1,150 at the Disneyland website. So it saves you a little bit of money on a multi-day ticket to buy the tickets at Getaway Today. Okay, now let's do the exact same thing for the hopper. If you decide you do want the park hopper, we're going to do 3-day Disneyland Park Hopper ticket, 2 adults, 2 kids. This is $1,308. On the Disneyland website, it was $1,370. But that would, you know, save you a little bit of money, or you can buy some churros or a corn dog or some popcorn or something with the extra savings. Getaway Today also offers tickets to other places, including Universal Studios Hollywood and Legoland California, Aquarium of the Pacific. I have lots of videos about Legoland and Universal. You can check those out as well. SeaWorld San Diego Zoo. I'll be going to both of those next month, and I will have some new updated videos about those. Yeah, so definitely check out what they have. Save every penny you can on your vacation because it adds up. So that's the math. It is more expensive to get a park hopper, but is it worth it? I am so used to park hopping because Magic Keys, which are Disney's annual pass, park hopping is included. So it starts to feel like one park. As I mentioned earlier, California Adventure was Disneyland's original parking lot. They're right next to each other. So I go back and forth all the time. Example, today, I started my day over on Space Mountain, and then I rode on Radiator Springs Racers. And we might head over to Soarin', then I might go get a corn dog at Disneyland. Ultimate flexibility. But I don't know that I would pay for it every time if it wasn't automatically included. Some days I really do just spend the entire day in one park. There is plenty to do in both parks for the entire day, especially Disneyland. You will not see it all in one day. Even California Adventure, you're probably not going to get to it all in one day. I would recommend a park hopper if you're only going to be there one day and you want to see things in both parks, or if you just want the ultimate flexibility and you're there multiple days and the money isn't an issue. If you're trying to save every bit you can, if you can afford it, I would get a multi-day ticket so you can see as much as possible, but then you don't need a park hopper either. If you only have one day, you could definitely choose one park or the other. If you've never been to any Disney park before, I would recommend going to Disneyland. Unless you're really big into Pixar and Marvel, and then definitely choose California Adventure. I'll have a separate video eventually where I compare the two parks. But check the description box for my link to Getaway Today so that you can compare those prices and save on your Disney tickets. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified about upcoming videos about Disneyland and other fun places worth visiting in Southern California and beyond. See you next time.